BrickBox Theater is a brand new venue in downtown Worcester. It's the newest addition to the theater district, and it's an intimate space for the performing arts. We call it a brick box because we have maintained all of the original exposed brick, but it really behaves much like a black box theater, which means that instead of the stage being in a fixed location and the audience being in a fixed location, it's a little bit more flexible than that. So it seats up to, we're hoping, we're going to get all the way up to 290 people if we really fill the house. The BrickBox is different from other theater venues for a few reasons. One is that it is an initiative of the Worcester Cultural Coalition and is designed to serve the member organizations of the Worcester Cultural Coalition, which is pretty cool. It's also unique because we don't want to have only theater in here. We'd like to have music, dance, film, really any sort of performing art. It's not strictly and only for theater. We've also had, to this point, and we've had photographers in here, visual artists as well. So something that makes the BrickBox special is that we're endeavoring to cater to a really wide range of folks who might want to use the space. Another thing that makes it really special is that it's really affordably priced in terms of rental. We've done everything we can to make sure that artists or individuals or groups that are sort of earlier in their development, will be able to work in a space of this high caliber because we haven't sort of priced them out. So those are some of the things that makes it a very special venue. I think the architecture of the space is pretty exciting, including the sort of history behind it, which is the fact that this space used to be part of the TNG. It used to be 2 floors of the TNG, and they blew out the middle to make it into one big sort of 2-story tall space. When we did the build out, we added this catwalk that goes around 3 of the sides of the theater, and that catwalk can be used either for lighting equipment or sound equipment or for an actor to perform. And at the back of the house, it's also where we have our stage management booth set up above so that the stage manager can see what's going on the stage. We also have downstairs a huge space in the basement that we've converted into 3 beautiful dressing rooms, 2 full bathrooms, each with a toilet and a shower, a kitchenette and wardrobe space with a washer and dryer, a huge green room, and a rehearsal studio, which folks can rent separately from the theater. Both the rehearsal studio and the theater itself have a beautiful piano. The piano we have up here on the theater level is a concert quality grand piano, and the instrument that we have downstairs in the rehearsal hall is a little bit smaller and more appropriate for that size of space and the use of being in a rehearsal as opposed to a show. We also have an incredible LX and AV package for all the techies out there. I can send them our inventory of electrical and audiovisual equipment. We have state-of-the-art, all-new LED lights. We have state-of-the-art streaming and recording equipment that we invested in during the pandemic, a 3-camera system that folks can use to either live stream or record for later use their event. So we're definitely outfitted with a lot of cool gadgets in addition to being just a beautiful space. We do a lot of work with local creators. So some special features in the space are definitely the metal work that you see throughout the space. In the BrickBox lobby, there's a chandelier that's made out of old scraps of metal that were repurposed and upcycled into a really cool lighting fixture. There's a ramp outside in Allen Court, and also the stairs that bring you from the lobby up to the theater. That's all custom steel work to do the railings. And then these seating risers that you see behind me were all custom made. All of this by the same group, Eternity Ironworks. These were custom made. These seating risers are actually made up of 10 different modular units so that we have a little bit of flexibility in terms of how we configure the seating in the space. We can add seating, we can take some seating away. So these custom steel seating risers are also completely unique to this space, made for this space by local local professionals and give the space some, I don't know, flair. You can contact me about the space at my email address, olivia@jmacworcester.org. You can also check out the website, jmacworcester.org, for all sorts of information about the BrickBox. I'm really transparent about the rates, so it's all right there in the FAQ. And I mentioned earlier that this is a space of the Worcester Cultural Coalition and that we're interested in having coalition members use the space. That said, anyone can reach out to me to apply to use the space for any sort of event or project that they think would be a good match. All that information, the application, is also on the website.